you gonna get out of here?
In a while. I gotta get back.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too,
baby. One of the single most coolest commercials I've ever seen.
And you know what's funny is I hate cleaning shower doors, like the tracks.
It's exhausting.
On those shower doors. Yeah,
it is.
Not fun.
No, everything gets built up. But those details are important when it comes time to have your house looking its best, and it's important to keep it clean. In the places where you think people aren't looking, they're looking. They're looking at the little cracks in your shower doors, in the windowsills. It's springtime with all the dust and the dead bugs, right? You've got to be on top of that stuff.
You know, it's all about the details, right? Often we talk about having your house staged and, you know, having somebody come in. Realistically, not everybody can afford a home stager to come in and do that. So I thought I would touch upon the finer details, which is cleaning, because believe it or not, people will pay more for your home if it's clean and taken care of. So I thought I'd go over a few little details of what buyers look at, and, you know, kind of examples that I've been through with buyers. And if you can just pay attention to the little details like that, you know, you'll be sure to get more money for your house.
But let us look at a few quotes first. You pulled these out, some statistics here on the fact that people actually rank cleanliness over half as more important than scents and odors, style of decor, furnishings, and the architecture of the house.
Yeah, I was actually, you know what, I was surprised that it was actually that high, but it's so true. And prime example was, I was actually out with clients this weekend. This is a true story. We went into the basement, we turned around, lights were on, it showed really well. And we looked, and there were cobwebs, like all on the door frames. And my buyers just, their tone kind of changed. It was like, oh, you know, and it's a direct reflection of how you take care of your home. So people then start to question, well, have they looked after the hot water tank? Have they looked after the furnace? You know, the stuff behind the walls? Like, they tend to, it changes their thought pattern. So yeah, clean, clean, clean.
Okay, a couple more quotes here. The main reason to clean is because buyers will pay more for a house that they feel has been well maintained, and that is absolutely correct.
Yeah, and I've seen a quote, I can't remember where exactly, that roughly if you put about $400 into cleaning, you could get as much back as $2,000 in your investment. So this is having a cleaning company come in, cleaning all the stuff, the hard to reach places, but the places that buyers look at. Like, you don't often think of your ceiling fan in your bedroom, but you go into a bedroom and you look up and you're like, oh my God, that black, you know, skim of dust. And
even on the top of your fridge, you can get that layer of that dusty gray. Like, one time I did this, I'm like, wow, that's embarrassing.
And especially this time of year, I know not today, you know, but yesterday when it was beautiful and sunny out and on the weekend, this is when the stuff really shows.
Totally. One more quote. We'll quickly get through this because we have other stuff. A clean house will make a strong first impression and send a message to buyers that the home has been well cared for. It's worth hiring a cleaning service. Like you said, $400, you can get back $2,000. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? The deep clean doesn't take them long, takes them a day, and then it's easier to maintain your house too.
Okay, so we have some pictures now to accompany, but you know what? I didn't go for detailed dirtiness like we're talking about. These are more general pictures. But if we take a look at the first one, the kitchen, like no clutter, clean counters, goes a long way.
Exactly, and some of the things that that you can do with your kitchen as well. We were talking about the refrigerator, the vent that you see down below.
Yeah.
Take a vacuum. Clean that, get the dust out. The stove top, you can a lot of time replace the burners if they're dirty. You know, that's an inexpensive thing. And declutter your countertops. This is an older house, but I put this one on specifically because even if your house is a bit older, the cleanliness will surpass for a lot of people. That just makes the difference, right? And a lot of people too put the dishes away. You know, the less stuff you can have on your counters, the better. I know sometimes, well, there's an extreme case. I mean, probably
you should have seen some of the extreme cases. I didn't use them. This is like pretty good. But yes. And you know, a sink full of dishes, if you're running out of the house in the morning, the odor from the dirty dishes, you know, buyers are going to smell that when they come into the house. So if you can take 10 minutes at night before you go to bed, because we all know in the mornings you're busy getting the kids off to school, getting to work. If you can do it just before you go to bed, a lot of times if you're rushed in the morning, you peace of mind knowing that it's done. So just take 10 minutes before you go to bed and do those things. Bathrooms, this is another area
that people want to see clean. Kitchens and bathrooms, those are the two biggest areas. When you get into the older houses, you'll find sometimes little bits of mold around the bathtub, in the corners. Give it a good scrub, get some proper cleaning agents, and get in there like that commercial that we saw with some elbow grease. Elbow grease will take you a long ways when it comes to showing your house. And see, there you go.
Extreme case, but you know what? Take the time if you have a bit of mildew or whatever. Make it.
It's going to pay off. It will honestly pay off when you go to sell your house. I know it's something we don't like to clean. We would all love to have maids, you know, come in and clean. But when you're selling your home, it makes a huge difference. And all of this stuff, it doesn't cost a lot of money. It's just more elbow grease and more labor intensive.
Yeah, you got to set aside a few hours and do it. Home office, again.
Again, decluttering, organizing your files, keeping counters clean. People want to be able to come in and visualize their stuff. So if they've got, you know, the certain way that they can set up their office, and it gets distracting for people too. If people come in and see an office that could potentially be a bedroom, but you've got it cluttered with stuff, they're not going to see past that. They're going to look at the stuff. So again, cleaning all the nooks and crannies, getting the dust out, especially this time of year.
I think I took some outdoor pictures as well. You're not, I don't know if this drives the point home, but yeah, it's very clean here.
Yeah, and the outdoors, actually, this time of year, you could probably get away with it, is bring your patio furniture out, hose it down. I mean, I know it's not probably the time of year to be out there sitting down, but that's one inexpensive way you can stage your house. Drag your patio furniture out now, hose it down, set it up. Going up and picking up after your pets. That's another thing. Buyers, they will walk your property. They want to go, they want to walk the grounds. So if you can poop or scoop, if you don't want to, you can hire a company, have them come do that sort of thing.
This is extreme, obviously.
Take out the junk.
Don't leave your dirty mattresses.
Go to the dump, you know, clean it up. But, you know, backyards, even though this time of year, it's not as nice out, buyers still do walk the property. They want to go out and they want to get a feel for the property. So if you can get out there and pick up after your pets.
And the party that your kids had. Yes. Do you like my pictures today, Tracy?
Those would be a little tough sells, but you know what? There's buyers out there for everything. So there are people that are willing to take on a project too.
Yeah, but the obvious ones, like cleaning up after your pet, you got to do it.
Yeah, right, and these are little things, like I say, details make all the difference when selling your home, and it is an investment that you will get back.
All right, awesome segment today. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you.
If you have any tips that you're looking for, rather, advice, information, Tracy Moffett is your lady. Information's on the screen. We are back after a quick break. Stay with us.